Canada's beauty and opportunity are legendary, drawing people from all corners of the globe. The vast landscapes, the vibrant cities, and the promise of a better life are powerful magnets. It's a land of dreams, but before you chase those dreams, let's get real. Because let's talk about what really matters, the bottom line. Can you actually afford to live here in Canada? It's a question that weighs heavily on the minds of newcomers and longtime residents alike. The Canadian dream is attainable, but it requires careful planning and a realistic understanding of the costs involved. The answer, as with most things in life, depends on a multitude of factors. Primarily, it hinges on where you choose to settle and, crucially, how you choose to live. Canada is a vast and diverse country, and the cost of living varies dramatically from region to region. The cost of living in a Toronto condo, with its breathtaking views and urban conveniences, is worlds apart from a cozy rental in a quiet prairie town. The difference can be staggering, impacting every aspect of your budget. Your groceries, transportation, and lifestyle costs, all the daily expenses that add up, will shift dramatically based on your choices. From organic produce to public transit passes, every decision impacts your financial well-being. We're pulling back the curtain on real numbers. No sugarcoating, just honest insights. We're talking rent, food, transportation, and of course, those unavoidable taxes. These are the core components of your monthly expenses, and understanding them is the first step towards financial stability. This isn't to scare you, or to discourage you from pursuing your Canadian dream, but rather to prepare you for the realities ahead. Knowledge is power, and a clear understanding of the financial landscape will empower you to make informed decisions. Before you pack your bags and bid farewell to your current life, you need a solid plan and a realistic budget. This is not an optional step. It's a crucial foundation for your new life in Canada. Think of your budget as a roadmap, not a restriction. It's a guide that will help you navigate the financial terrain and reach your destination, a comfortable and fulfilling life in Canada. Throughout this guide, compare costs diligently, scrutinize numbers with a critical eye, and ask yourself tough questions about your fundamental needs versus your aspirational wants. This honest self-assessment is key to creating a sustainable budget. Are you willing to have a roommate, sharing your living space in exchange for a more desirable location or lower rent? Would you be content driving an older, more economical car in order to afford a bigger, more comfortable home? These are the kinds of trade-offs that Canadians make every single day, balancing their desires with their financial realities. We'll break down the cost of living in detail, examining everything from housing expenses to those often overlooked daily expenses that can quickly drain your bank account. By the end of this guide, you'll have a solid framework for making smart, informed financial decisions that align with your goals and values. The ultimate goal isn't just to survive in Canada, scraping by with the bare minimum, but to truly thrive, to build a life that is both financially secure and personally fulfilling. So let's get started on this journey together and unlock the secrets to affording the Canadian dream. Finding a place to live is a crucial first step when settling in Canada. Housing will be your biggest expense, so it's important to understand the costs involved and what you can realistically afford. And remember, location is everything. Where you choose to live will impact not only your housing costs, but also your access to jobs, transportation, and other essential services. Renting in major cities is expensive. It's a reflection of the high demand and limited space. Be prepared to allocate a significant portion of your income to rent if you choose to live in a bustling urban center. A one-bedroom in Vancouver averages $2,900, showcasing just how competitive the rental market is in this desirable city. Toronto, another major hub, comes in at around $2,600 for a one-bedroom apartment. These prices highlight the need for careful budgeting and realistic expectations. In Calgary or Halifax, you'll find more moderate rental rates, offering a slightly more affordable option compared to Vancouver and Toronto. In these cities, you might pay $1,700 to $1,900, which can make a significant difference in your overall monthly expenses. And you might find even less expensive options in smaller towns, if you can find work. The trade-off is often a more limited job market and fewer amenities. Sharing accommodation is often the smartest way to start. It's a practical and budget-friendly approach, especially when you're new to the country. Roommates can cut your costs in half, making it significantly easier to manage your finances and save money. Use sites like Kijiji and rentals.ca to explore available options and get a sense of the market. Be ready for credit checks and deposits. Landlords will want to ensure you're a reliable tenant, Always read your lease carefully before signing. Understand your rights and responsibilities as a tenant to avoid potential issues down the road. Buying a home is possible and it's a dream for many, but it requires careful planning and significant financial resources. But the average price is $700,000, a substantial investment that requires careful consideration. It can be over $1 million in Toronto or Vancouver, making homeownership a significant financial undertaking in these major cities. Smaller cities offer homes for $300,000 to $450,000, presenting a more accessible entry point into the housing market. The minimum down payment is 5%, but keep in mind that this only applies to homes under a certain price point. Putting down 20% avoids costly mortgage insurance, saving you a significant amount of money in the long run. Homeownership also means property taxes, which can vary significantly depending on the location and the value of your property. Don't forget insurance and maintenance, essential costs that protect your investment and keep your home in good condition. These costs add up fast, so it's crucial to factor them into your budget when considering homeownership. For most newcomers, especially in the initial stages of settling in, renting is the practical choice, offering flexibility and allowing you to explore different neighborhoods and cities. Renting allows you to build financial stability, save for a down payment, and get a better understanding of the Canadian housing market. Weigh your options carefully. Consider your budget, lifestyle, and long-term goals before making a decision. Your first home in Canada may be a rental, not a purchase, and that's perfectly okay. It's a stepping stone towards building your future. Focus on flexibility and affordability, prioritizing your immediate needs and financial well-being. In your early years, establishing a solid financial foundation is key, and your housing choice plays a significant role in that. Your housing decision will shape your entire budget, influencing your ability to save, invest, and achieve your other financial goals. After housing, groceries are your next biggest expense, and prices keep rising. A single person spends $400 to $550 monthly. A family of four, $1,200 to $1,600. This covers only food at home, not takeout or coffee runs. Prices vary. Milk is $5.50, bread $3.50 to $4.50, eggs $4 to $6, chicken $15 to $20 per kilogram. Shop seasonally and use flyers from stores like No Frills and Food Basics to save. Essentials like toiletries and cleaning supplies add $50 to $100 monthly. Mobile phone plans cost $60 to $90 per person. Home internet is $80 to $120. Use loyalty programs and shop at discount stores to stretch your budget. Consider generic brands and bundle phone internet for savings. Every dollar saved here helps you reach your financial goals faster. Smart shopping is a survival skill in Canada. Transportation costs depend on where you live. In big cities, public transit is reliable. A Toronto pass is $156 per month, Vancouver $105 to $189. Transit is usually cheaper than owning a car in urban centers. Outside city cores, a car becomes essential. Public transit is limited or non-existent. A used car costs $10,000 to $20,000, but insurance for newcomers can be $300 to $500 per month. Gas is $1.60 to $1.90 per liter. Monthly fuel can run $200 to $400. Maintenance and parking add even more. If possible, avoid car ownership at first. Use transit, bike, or car share. For families or those in rural areas, budget honestly for all car-related costs. It's often insurance, gas, and repairs, not the car price, that strain your budget. Choose your location and transportation method wisely. Mobility is a major factor in your cost of living. Now let's talk about income. Minimum wage varies. $17.20 in Ontario, $15 in Alberta, $17.40 in BC. Full-time minimum wage brings in $30,000 to $36,000 before tax, barely enough for a single person in a big city. Most entry-level workers need roommates or long commutes to make ends meet. Average salaries depend on your field. Nurses earn $80,000 to $95,000. Software developers, $75,000 to $120,000. Skilled trades, $70,000 plus. Median after-tax household income is about $75,000. Newcomers may need to start in lower-paying jobs while getting credentials recognized. Have savings for your first 6 to 12 months. Network, upgrade your skills, and get Canadian work experience to move up. Your earning power will grow with time and effort. Plan for a gradual financial climb, not instant success. Your paycheck will be smaller than your salary. Taxes and deductions take a big bite. Expect 25 to 30% of your income to go to taxes, Canada pension plan, and employment insurance. These deductions fund healthcare, pensions, and social programs. Always budget using your net, after-tax income. Childcare is a major hidden cost, up to $2,000 per month per child in big cities. Subsidized daycare is limited. In Quebec, it's cheaper, but spots are scarce. Seasonal costs matter. Winter heating bills can double or triple, and you'll need proper winter clothing. Summer brings higher electricity bills if you use air conditioning. Plan for these fluctuating and one-time expenses to avoid surprises. Understanding deductions and hidden costs is key to financial stability. Your budget depends heavily on your individual situation. It's not just about income, it's about the context of your life. Are you single, enjoying the freedom and flexibility that comes with it? Or part of a family, juggling the joys and responsibilities of raising children? Perhaps you're a student, focused on your education and future career. Or maybe you're a remote worker, embracing the digital nomad lifestyle. Singles have a lot of flexibility in their spending, allowing them to prioritize experiences or savings, but they shoulder all costs alone. There's no one to split the bills with. Living with roommates and opting for smaller spaces can significantly reduce housing costs, making city living more accessible. Families face considerably higher housing, grocery, and childcare costs, which can strain even a comfortable income. However, families may be eligible for government benefits like the Canada Child Benefit, which can provide crucial financial support. Two incomes in a household can provide greater financial stability and security, allowing for more ambitious savings goals. But with more people comes more expenses, and those expenses are often much higher than anticipated. Students often juggle the burden of high tuition fees, which can be a significant financial hurdle. Especially for international students, tuition can range from $30,000 to $50,000 per year, adding immense pressure. Students also face limited work hours due to their studies, so budgets are often incredibly tight, requiring careful planning. To save money, most students choose to live with roommates, sharing the costs of rent and utilities. And to further minimize expenses, they often rely on public transit for getting around. Remote workers have the unique advantage of being able to earn big city salaries regardless of their location. This allows them to live in lower-cost towns or rural areas, a major financial advantage that can significantly boost their savings. This geo-arbitrage strategy can dramatically boost savings and investment potential. However, working remotely can sometimes be isolating, requiring conscious effort to maintain social connections. Ultimately, your lifestyle and the choices you make regarding housing, transportation, and entertainment are the biggest variables that will influence your Canadian budget and financial well-being. Therefore, it's crucial to know your priorities, set realistic financial goals, and plan your budget accordingly. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to budgeting in Canada. You need to customize your approach to align with your unique circumstances and financial aspirations. With the right strategy and a bit of discipline, you can make Canada affordable and achieve your financial goals. Be prepared to adapt your spending habits to your current life stage and adjust your financial plans as your goals evolve. Canada is expensive, but you get real value for your money. Taxes fund universal healthcare. No massive bills for doctor visits or emergencies. Public education is free and high quality, saving families thousands. Universities are world-class and often cheaper than in the US. Safety and stability are priceless benefits. Canada ranks among the safest, most stable countries. You're paying for clean cities, public parks, and a strong social safety net. Diversity and inclusion are core values. Weigh these benefits against the higher cost of living. For many, the trade-off is worth it. Remember, you're investing in your family's future. So, can you afford to live in Canada? Yes, if you plan, prepare, and make smart choices. Affordability isn't black and white, it's a spectrum. Living solo in downtown Vancouver on minimum wage is nearly impossible. But a good life in a smaller city on a modest salary is achievable. Your location, job, and money management are key. Research cities beyond Toronto and Vancouver. Calgary, Ottawa, Halifax offer better balance. Have savings for at least 6 months of expenses. The Canadian dream is about stability, not instant wealth. Budget carefully, distinguish needs from wants, and keep learning. Millions have succeeded before you. You can too. Use this information to build your plan. Share your experiences to help others. Together we all succeed.